Hello friends. In this video, you will see how have the actors of the movie Mama's Family changed. You will know their real names and age. I will show you how they looked then, in 1983, and what's with them now, in 2025. Okay, let's go. Betty White as Ellen Harper Jackson. Age filming, 61 years old. Joining the cast of Mama's Family sporadically throughout its run, Betty White played Ellen Harper Jackson, Thelma's elitist sister who avoided her working-class family as much as possible. A television legend, White was already in her fifth decade in show business by the time she was cast in Mama's Family, and in 1985, she landed the role of Rose Nillan on The Golden Girls, the part she would be most famous for. Ironically, she played Rue McClanahan's sister on Mama's Family and roommate in Golden Girls. Betty White's movie and TV roles continued up until 2019. The actress earned a whole new generation of fans thanks to movies like Lake Placid, where she shocked fans who grew up watching her on Golden Girls. She ended up as one of Hollywood's most beloved stars as she remained in the public eye into her 90s. The Mama's Family star passed away in 2021 at the age of 99. Less than 3 weeks before her 100th birthday. Ken Berry as Vinton Harper. Age filming, 50 years old. Throughout the show's entire run, Ken Berry was part of the cast of Mama's Family as Vinton Harper at the age of 50. Thelma's youngest child, who was immature for his age and somewhat goofy. He had 2 kids in Buzz and Sonia, and he ended up marrying Naomi, someone who ended up as his mother's greatest nemesis in the series. However, after Mama's Family, he only made a few on-screen appearances after the show went off the air. Berry starred in an episode of The Golden Girls in 1992 and played his final role in the TV series Maggie Winters in 1999. He stepped away from acting after that at the age of 66. Ken Berry passed away in 2018 at the age of 85 from heart complications. Rue McClanahan as Frances Marie Crowley. Age filming, 49 years old. Rue McClanahan played Frances Marie Crowley, the younger sister of Thelma whose uptight attitude often clashed with her sister's brazenness. McClanahan departed the show after her character's death in 1984, which was because she choked on a toothpick she accidentally swallowed. After leaving the series, she immediately landed her signature role as Blanche Devereaux in the wildly popular sitcom The Golden Girls in 1985. She also appeared in family shows like Boy Meets World and Safe Harbor in the 90s and early 2000s. McClanahan also reprised the role of Blanche in other comedy shows Empty Nest, Nurses, and The Golden Palace. McClanahan also worked sporadically in television and movies until her death in 2010 at the age of 76 following a brain hemorrhage. Harvey Korman as Ed Higgins. Age filming, 56 years old. Also reprising his role from The Carol Burnett Show, Harvey Korman played Ed Higgins, Eunice's exasperated husband who kept quiet despite his numerous disagreements with the family. Ed and Eunice Higgins left the series very early, as they were just there to connect it to the original skits. The only thing that remained was their son Bubba, who stayed with his grandmother. Besides his award-winning work with Burnett, Korman was also famous for his appearance in the hilarious Mel Brooks film Blazing Saddles in 1974. After departing the cast of Mama's Family in 1984, Korman mostly transitioned to vocal work and lent his voice to the 1994 live-action adaptation of The Flintstones. The former Mama's Family cast member passed away at the age of 81 in 2008 from complications from a ruptured abdominal aortic aneurysm. Vicki Lawrence as Thelma Mama Harper. Age filming, 34 years old. The titular Mama of the show's title, Vicki Lawrence, reprised her role from The Carol Burnett Show as the sassy and wisecracking Thelma Mama Harper. Lawrence's big break came as a member of The Carol Burnett Show, and her years as a part of the cast of Mama's Family was an extension of the earlier show's popularity. After Mama's Family, Lawrence made sporadic guest appearances in other sitcoms and even had a recurring role as Mama Stewart on Hannah Montana. Vicki Lawrence is still alive and working on television today. Lawrence has continued to work into the 2020s on shows like Call Me Kat and The Really Loud House, both in 2023. Now she is 76. Allan Kayser as Bubba Higgins. Age filming, 20 years old. For the final 4 seasons of the show, Allan Kayser played Bubba Higgins, the rambunctious teenage son of Ed and Eunice Higgins. After his parents moved away, Bubba was left to stay with Thelma. He is a rebellious and troublemaking teenager who makes Mama's life harder than it ever needs to be. He also has a juvenile criminal record, and Mama helps him get his life back in order throughout the series. Besides his starring role in the 1986 horror film Night of the Creeps, Kayser's biggest role came as a member of the cast of Mama's Family. He continued to work sporadically in the decades following the show's cancellation and even appeared as Nikki's dad in the Disney Channel original movie Double Teamed in 2002. Kayser's last roles came in 2013 when he appeared in 2 horror movies, House of Forbidden Secrets and House of the Witch Doctor. Now he is 62. Karin Argoud as Sonia Harper. Age filming, 23 years old. Throughout the show's first 2 seasons, Karin Argoud appeared in the cast of Mama's Family as Sonia Harper, Vinton's teenage daughter from a previous marriage, who was generally oblivious to the world around her. She was also Buzz's sister, and the two shared a combative relationship throughout the series. As is often expected from siblings in sitcoms, she ended up named Miss Rating and then left with her brother at the end of her time in the series. Mama's Family was Argoud's biggest role by far, though she did appear in single-episode stints on shows like Nash Bridges and had a cameo appearance in the irreverent 2001 comedy film Bartleby. In 2022, Karin Argoud appeared as Maria in the Hallmark original movie Love in the Limelight. She continued her comeback in 2024 with a role in the new audio series, A Mother's Battle. Now she is 65. Beverly Archer as Iola Boylan. Age filming, 38 years old. Starting from season 3 on, Beverly Archer played Iola Lucille Boylan, the Harper's kind but annoying neighbor who was always involved in the family's business. She plays Mama's best friend, replacing the original character of Aunt Fran after the show killed off Rue McClanahan's character when she choked on a toothpick. Just like Fran, Beverly has never been married, and is someone who is as opinionated as a person can get. Following her nearly 100 episodes of Mama's Family, Archer continued to find steady work in various TV series throughout the 80s and 90s. Archer was most recognizable for her co-starring role on the TV series Major Dad, in which she played the no-nonsense Sergeant Alva Bricker. The actress worked in the industry until 2002, when she quietly retired from performing. Other roles in her career include parts in TV shows Clueless, Jumanji, and Married, with Children. Now she is 77. Dorothy Lyman as Naomi Oates Harper. Age filming, 36 years old. Brought to life by Dorothy Lyman, Naomi Oates Harper was Vinton's second wife who often clashed with Thelma over her gaudy lifestyle choices. Naomi and Mama clash all the time, but Vinton loves her and nicknames her Skeeter. She fights with both Mama and Eunice and causes most of the conflict throughout the series. After Mama's Family ended, Lyman worked as a producer and director, including producing and directing 75 episodes of Fran Drescher's The Nanny during its run. Lyman has continued to work in the 2020s, guest starring in The Girl from Plainville. Dorothy Lyman has also directed several films and TV shows including The Northern Kingdom, 2009, Split Ends, 2009, and Janet's Class, 2010. Now she is 77 years old. Carol Burnett as Eunice Harper Jackson. Age filming, 50 years old. With Mama's Family spinning out of the Carol Burnett Show, it makes sense that Burnett would have a role in the series. Burnett played Eunice Harper Jackson, Thelma's antagonistic middle child, in the cast of Mama's Family. A comedy legend, Burnett is, of course, famous for her self-titled The Carol Burnett Show. Following Mama's Family, Burnett has worked steadily across film and TV, winning an Emmy for her role as Teresa Stemple in Mad About You. In recent years, Burnett has done voice work for franchises like Toy Story and Trolls. Not limited to comedy, in 2022, Burnett appeared in 4 episodes of Better Call Saul. In 2019, the Golden Globes awarded her with the first Carol Burnett Lifetime Achievement Award for her legacy in television. Now she is 92. Eric Brown as Vinton, Buzz, Harper Jr. Age filming, 19 years old. Eric Brown played Vinton, Buzz, Harper Jr. Vinton's son from a previous marriage who was often the most patient and accommodating member of the family. He had a great relationship with Mama and was often the most accommodating and well-behaved youngster in the entire series. After departing the series after its first cancellation in 1984, Brown ended up cast in a few parts in films and TV throughout the 80s and 90s. His biggest role came as James in the cult classic horror film Waxwork in 1988. He also appeared in Video Murders, 1988, and Stepfather 2, Make Room for Daddy, 1989. And his last acting credit came in 1999 when he had a cameo role as an English teacher in the film Outside Providence. Now he is 64.